So globally, iced teas are a very large beverage category. In the last 10 years, as carbonated drinks have slowed down, iced tea has been a major beneficiary. So for example, in the US, it's gone from $500 million market to a $10 billion market. Globally, it is now the third or the fourth largest beverage category, and it takes about 5 to 8% of the total beverage market. Also, if you compare the size of the iced tea market to the size of the hot tea market, in most countries, it ranges from 40% to 400%. For example, in China, the iced tea market is about 50% of the hot tea market. And this was really precipitated by one company called Master Kong, which launched the iced tea product called Master Kong in China in 1996. And that really sort of led to the growth of the iced tea space there. And that brand now commands about 40% of the market. So across Southeast Asia, iced teas are, about Indonesia is about 250% of the hot tea market. In Singapore, it's about 400%. In India, iced tea is only about 0.5% of the hot tea market. That's where we see the large opportunity. We being a hot country, we're seeing that tea consumption is going from milk teas, milk-based masala teas, to also a lot of people have started to consume black teas. A lot of people have started to consume green teas. Once you're open to tea without milk, then iced tea becomes a very viable option for you. Now we're talking about people who are in the 30, 35 plus category. But if you look at the younger lot, if you look at people in the age of 8 to 18, they're really growing up with this concept. For them, this is already a very large sort of category. This is a very, one of their main sort of beverage options is iced tea already. Parents are happier giving iced teas to kids because it's a healthier option. So globally, there are many brands which are organic iced teas. So I think if you were to talk about the largest honest tea, which started as an entrepreneurial venture, which is now owned by Coke, is very large in the US. But organic teas are, like I said, China and Japan, these are large iced tea markets. A lot of organic iced tea brands. Tea's Tea or Ito En is a big player in Japan. Pokka is a big player in Singapore. A lot of them have organic variants as well. So they are a strategic investor. It's an FMCG company. They like the concept that we were working on. They believe in the potential of the iced tea market in India, which is why they sort of decided to support us. We're sort of getting incubated under a larger company, but with full operational autonomy. Our entire range is 100% organic, which is certified by USDA and India Organic. We started with 4 flavors, which are classic iced tea flavors: lemon peach for black tea, and then we had 2 green tea variants, which was a mint green tea and a citrus green tea. Then we launched some 4 exotic variants about a year down the line. We did a black tea brewed with hibiscus for a berry, mixed berry flavor. We did green tea brewed with jamun leaves and blue pea flower for a blueberry jamun green tea. We had a mojito lime black tea, and we had a masala black, where we actually ground chai masalas, your traditional chai masalas, and we brewed it with the tea for a black masala tea. So we had 8 flavors. Then we went through a sort of repackaging, rebranding. When we launched the organic range, we chose the top 5 flavors that we had, and then now we have 5 flavors, which is the lemon and peach, which continue to be the best sellers. Then we have the forest berry, the blueberry, and the mojito lime. So we're going with these 5, and we're looking to now work with white tea, come up with some variants of white tea, and also looking at a few other options, including a plain black and a plain green tea, which is what we want to bring. That a few more flavors in the next 2-3 months is in the works. So we started as within the HoReCa space. We started with only restaurants and cafes. That was our test market for the first 6 months, and then we went into retail. We're available at Big Basket right now, and we will be starting with Amazon and Grofers in some time. So we're working on some lower price variants which are coming out next month. I think that will really give us a lot more opportunity to get into a lot more spaces. Like we can then get into schools and vending machines and a lot more institutional places. We've grown really well, and going forward, we think that this could be a $500 million category in India, and we really want to sort of be one of the most prominent brands in this category, because right now there are very few brands who are in this space, and we're focused on this space. We're doing a great quality product. We have a wide range of portfolio of products, so we feel there's a lot of potential there. So we already have, the large players in this space as well. Lipton is there, which is the largest and the most prominent brand in this space. Globally, all of your large FMCG players like Unilever is obviously there with Lipton, but Nestle, Coke and Pepsi are in the iced tea space. And I think that as the market develops, for sure, there will be, they would come back into the market in India as well.